What's up, guys? Just want to let you know I need your help. I have an opportunity to perhaps open for the legendary Martin Lawrence. So, what I need you guys to do is go to jaredleecomedy.com. The very top link there is going to be vote for Jared Lee pass the mic. There's a couple different things to this competition, but I need you guys' help to go and vote and put all your votes, all 25 of the votes that you get. You're going to have to sign in and make an account. No big deal. Just go put 25 votes on Jared Lee and I'll have the link in the description below. It's also the link in jaredleecomedy.com. Hope y'all enjoy the next show.
Hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
To do that.
All right. Well, the reason being because we're blowing up. All right. The Mad Scientist Lab is blowing up. And since we're blowing up, it is my responsibility to welcome all of you to the 342nd episode of the Mad Scientist Lab.
With use a different word, guys.
Yeah, that's right. And, speaking of blowing things up, Jared, you want to know what's really manly?
What's that, RJ?
Clogging a toilet.
Oh, my God.
Yep. So earlier this week.
I hope nobody's eating.
Yeah, no. Well, yes. And don't worry, this will not be graphic, I promise.
You started off with clogging your toilet. That's pretty graphic.
I mean, it is graphic, but just imagine the lid's closed or something. I don't know. But anyway, so clogging a toilet is unfortunately something that can happen to any of us. And sometimes you might, I don't want to say be in a panic when it occurs, because when you flush, sometimes the water will keep rising, and you will say, hey, maybe it'll level out, but it keeps coming up, and you're like, oh my God, I don't want water all over the floor or whatever, whatever debris is floating around in there on your floor. So earlier this week, I was handling my business before work, and I go to flush the commode, as the old timers like to call it.
Uh-huh.
So as I'm flushing the commode, I kind of notice that it's kind of slow. It's kind of taking its sweet time going down the drain.
Jesus Christ, get to the point.
Well, the point is, Jared, is the toilet became clogged,
You
and
put too much toilet paper in there.
well, I didn't feel I used too
This is
much.
why we need bidets in our house.
All right, so fair enough.
Houses.
Fair enough with the bidet and the bidet talk. So I was standing there at that point, and I was like, "Oh my God, do we have a plunger in this facility?" Right? Okay, so here we go. So this is when I'm like, "Ma,
Just so everybody can see my face.
Ma," and then she's like, "Yeah." And it's like, "Hey, do we have a plunger?" And then all I do is hear my sister say, "That's gross," like throughout, the house.
It's kind of gross.
I mean, it happens. Plunging is a part of home maintenance.
Let me ask you this.
Sure.
After you use the plunger, what do you do with it?
What do I do with it?
Yes.
Well, I would typically take it outside to tap it off and get all the gunk off of it or anything like that.
Out tap it?
Or, rinse it, clean it.
Yeah, I just use the fucking tub.
It's fair.
Now, the thing is, I don't know, this is about the OCD part of my brain. I don't want to touch it, but I think there should be soap added to it too. Because the water ain't going to be enough sometimes.
No, this is fair. So should plungers come with their own soap, like their own cleaning soap, like their...
There should be, no, that might be a good invention, like a way to clean it without having to touch it. And I'm not talking about gloves or anything, but like maybe put it in, I don't know, but then that water gets dirty too, and you got to clean that water. So I don't know.
Is there a way to clean a plunger without getting your hands dirty? Is there a way to do that? But regardless, so I obtained said golden rod known as plunger.
Whoa.
All right. And I started plunging away. All right. And I'm plunging and I'm plunging. And I eventually got it to go to where it needed to be, back into operating conditions. And then I said, you know what? We got to go out, let this, rinse this thing off and put it back in its rightful spot. And it is now tucked away safely in my bathroom, within reach in case of this travesty.
Well, preferably, that's where it would go.
Yes.
I have a thing. It's a 2-in-1. It's a plunger and the toilet brush, in like the same little plastic.
Yes. I like this combination.
Fuck.
But it's not recording, is it?
No, it's recording. I'm fucking looking at the score.
Oh, I didn't see the score. Oh, it's you're watching the live.
Oh, it's kind of live, but it's a little bit delayed. But yeah, they just.
It's that
fucking
relief
took
pitching, man.
Just took the bro. That's what happened last night.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I actually, they were actually kind enough to broadcast the game last night on local television, like without you having to find some weird ass channel.
Only because it was fucking Yankees.
This is true.
Was it on Fox?
It was on Fox. It was on Fox, and the game.
That's a national game.
And
no pun intended.
When, we've been having, obviously, throughout the weekend with the summer heat, some of these sporadic summer storms coming through. So the game was delayed a little bit, and it actually kind of started around the time I got home. So I got to see a little bit of it before I headed upstairs to be a nerd for a little while.
I wanted to go to this, but I don't know. I didn't fucking feel like watching them lose.
Yeah, well, do you know, we actually are getting to a point, and we know we've been talking about it for a while, to where it's almost like it's happening like every game now, to where they'll get a nice little lead or whatever the case may be, and then they just drop it right at the end. It's I don't want to say it's devastating. It is to a degree, but it's way too frequent.
I just don't understand. Like, what are we, like, you motherfuckers know that there's a fucking issue. Like, fucking fix it. I know it's probably hard to come by relievers. But fuck, man, like, this has been a known thing for years now.
And the crazy part about it is that
if nobody knows what we're talking about, the Nationals versus the Yankees is on right now, and we're talking about their relieving pitching. But anyway, go ahead.
No, but another thing is James Wood has another leadoff home run, 9 on the season.
I don't think he should be the first guy up. I think he should be clean up somewhere. I don't know. I don't understand some of these calls. Again, if he's hot right off rip, I get it. You get on the board, you get some momentum with the next guys. But I don't know. I don't know. I just think your power should be a little bit farther back.
Which is fair, granted, especially the way they're dropping games and the way the games are unfolding. So I would kind of agree with you. It's like, hey,
they just fucking scored again.
Of course they did. Of course they did.
Still one out.
So maybe if we deviate our attention away from it for a moment, maybe some good luck will swing their way. All puns intended, by the way. All puns intended. And whatnot. But we had a good time at the park last week.
And whatnot.
We had a good time at the park last week, and I hope everybody had a nice 4th of July holiday. Hopefully you guys got to hit the grill, do whatever it is that you do, blow up some fireworks.
My ass was asleep.
I was up for, obviously, late enough to see the show that finally occurred here in D.C. around a little before midnight, or at midnight, with
on the 5th of July.
No, I think it literally launched at like 11:58. I've been seeing that a lot, but
they knew they didn't want to get caught up on that that publicity fiasco.
I will say this: all the politics out of it, literally all of it out of it. It was really cool. I thought it was pretty dope. It was like 40 minutes long, though. I've never been to. I
think that's about right.
I've never.
It might be a little longer than normal, but I've been there for the
yeah, and I've only been on the mall once for a fireworks show, and it was cool. But just watching this on TV, and then I saw some of the stuff they were doing in New York, lighting them across, I guess, the various bridges throughout the city and stuff like that. So I thought the shows overall were really, really cool. And fireworks are neat, man. I don't think anybody. Do you know somebody that doesn't like fireworks? I mean, and let's take, you know,
Fucking losers, yeah.
yeah, thank you. And I'm not talking about people that are sensitive to
Yeah, no, I'm
smoke
talking
inhalation, like somebody who genuinely is like, oh my God, they're fireworks, or like take a moment, whatever spectrum of the political thing that you sit on, take a moment, throw all that
I
away.
don't know what that has to do with anything.
I don't know. Everybody tries to make shit political nowadays, and they're just fireworks.
Well, you just made it political. We're just talking about fireworks, motherfucker.
Well, they were fucking cool, and there was like
That's
800.
great.
I think it was like 880,000 pounds of fireworks or something. You know, along those lines, like some crazy or amount of fireworks.
That doesn't sound right.
You can look it up. That number, the
I
number
don't
is right, but I don't know
care
if
that
it's
much.
pounds or how many fireworks there were. I think it might be a little bit of both.
See, ladies and gentlemen, this is how misinformation is spread.
Well, I know the number is right, but I can't tell you if it was pounds or fireworks. It's probably fireworks, if I had to guess. Could you imagine almost 1 million pounds of fireworks, dude?
Probably, yes.
That's fucking crazy. It's like a whole warehouse full, probably more, 2 or 3 warehouses full.
I should have been a pyrotechnic engineer or whatever they call them motherfuckers.
That would be a pretty sweet job to have, dude.
I love blowing shit up. I did it in the Marine Corps and fucking did it. I've done like little mini fireworks shows.
Yeah, dude, you could do like big events like the Super Bowl. You could do like a UFC event. You could even do WrestleMania if you wanted to.
No, I'm good on that.
Oh, you could be the pyro guy.
Actually, no, I take that back. I don't want to do it because you're naming all the shit that I.
Well, those are, I mean, regardless of how you feel, those are still very big events that require pyro.
No, I get it. I'm good. The UFC doesn't really require pyro.
Well, you know what's crazy is I'm thinking of them like doing the entrance and stuff like that. It's all the wrestling stuff in my head. And they
Yeah,
don't
I
even
know. Yeah,
and they don't even really
your shit is
use-
fake.
Wrestling is very real.
UFC is real.
Wrestling is very real. I don't know what world you live in.
Oh,
but-
actually, there's a big fight tonight. Fucking Conor McGregor and Max Holloway 2.
So that should be interesting. All the casuals, not including myself, will probably be having their eyes on that. So I don't remember who won the first fight. Was it McGregor?
McGregor by decision though.
Okay. So maybe they're trying to really decide once and for all. Obviously, you know.
Duh.
Well, that's.
But do you know what a rubber match is?
I do. They're in wrestling as well.
Okay, so like that's the same thing happens, and so if Holloway wins, they wouldn't know who is the bigger, better one because that was
Yeah, I know it's 1-1.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to have the third to, the trilogy to decide that.
Yeah.
It happens in wrestling. It's happened in some of the greatest trilogies in wrestling.
I'm not gonna lie. I hope Holloway knocks his ass out.
The thing about Conor McGregor is I've never really not liked him, but I don't necessarily care for him either. Like, I don't hate the guy, and I see why people can be, I guess.
I don't hate him. Like I respected him as I don't know, his outside antics. I don't know. I was talking about this with my jiu-jitsu coach, instructor, however you want to call it. Like I just feel I miss the days of like when there was respect in martial arts. I've probably talked about this plenty. I don't like all that fucking fanfare bullshit.
Yeah, well,
I know you got to promote a fight and all that shit, but nah, leave that shit in boxing.
Yeah. What is I guess what's the one thing they could cut out that would maybe draw you back to it a little more? Is it
All the fucking bullshit, the screaming at each other? Like, bro, this ain't pro wrestling. This is a martial arts. This is about discipline and respect. And I don't know. It's just all that. And then the politics have gotten into it a lot, and I just don't care for all.
Do you think it's like polarized too much?
Yeah, 100%. And well, let's put it this way: because it's been politicized the way it has, there's a crowd that has been drawn to it now that I'm not really a fan of. I don't know how to say it. I don't want to call it a fan, but I'm not. The vibe is off.
Yeah.
It's not like back in the day for me. Especially when I was training. Maybe I didn't notice it. But yeah, there are some aspects that it doesn't vibe with me, who I am now, I guess. So I don't know. I'll still watch it every now and then, but I don't study it. I'll be honest, I'd rather watch jiu-jitsu videos before I watch that shit.
Well, I will say this. I know, obviously, Conor McGregor and Max Holloway are big names. And
I don't even know who the new big names are. I
Yeah.
know the main ones. Like what's his name? I think he's on this card. DuPont. I think his name is. I know who like those guys are. But
Yeah, so I think another thing, I think that might kind of fall into it as well, that category of even my kind of attention towards the sport, because again, I'm definitely a casual when it comes to it, but I don't know any really of the newer names either. You know, I'm familiar with like the Anderson Silvas, the Diaz brothers, John Jones, just the people from years ago.
Yeah, back when it was what it was when it was good.
Holly Holmes or Ronda Rousey and things. I couldn't even tell you a current woman UFC fighter. Unfortunately, I probably, maybe if you said their name, I'd be like, oh, I know who that is.
Current, Amanda Nunes.
Okay, I do know who that is.
Trying to think. I don't even think the women's division is that crazy right now. I couldn't tell you either. Most of the ones that I don't say grew up, but that I came up watching are pretty much retired now.
Yeah. So how long would you say a typical career for a fighter would be? Like in terms of maybe fights, would it depend on their weight class? I would think to a degree.
Nah, not really. It's more your expertise level. I'd say it depends. Because there's a lot of people who have extensive amateur careers but never make it to pros. It also depends on your discipline. Like Muay Thai, they have tons of fucking fights before they even turn pro.
Okay.
And then once they get pro, they're still. It could be anything, man. It depends on when you started training. There's a lot of kids nowadays growing up. They're growing up, getting on the mat doing jiu-jitsu at like 3 and 4, and then some of them just come up and that's all they do. And then they go into the pros. Now we got a lot of like kids who are now in the pros. But it varies.
All right.
I didn't start training like for real at all until I was 28.
I gotcha.
So, I mean, I don't. It varies for everybody.
Well, I think it's dope that it gets the younger folks into it.
Now, I will say this: your prime is around your mid 30s.
Yeah.
After that, you start to
well,
decline.
Father Time waits for no man,
Yeah.
and
that's why they say fighting is a young man's game, because it is.
Yeah, and I think if anything, I'm sure we've seen some, even boxers, people kind of past their prime in the ring at some point in time, and I know this might not be the best example, but we can kind of go back to that would-be fight with Mike Tyson and I guess Jake Paul. With Tyson, I know that's not a good example,
Expedition.
Expedition. Yeah, no, exhibition. Yeah, there we go. Expedition is 33, which you should play
anyway.
No, but could you think of, or here, let me ask you this: could you think of a fighter that's older that got better with age and then kind of went out on top? Because I feel like most fighters, potentially may lose their last fight. And then that's when they call it quits, or some people go out on a win.
That's the thing about fighters; they don't want to give up on that. So, like, if they win, they're gonna probably stay in because they're still making money. Somebody who got better with age, I don't. What do you mean by better?
I don't know. Just I know you've followed this stuff longer than me, but some of you thought that was good, but like. They just kept, I don't know, just kept going and going. And it's just like, damn, this person has no quit.
Anderson Silva, he lasted a while.
Yeah, and I do remember when he broke his leg.
And then came back. McGregor did too.
Yeah, I do remember that as well.
Now, I don't know if I wouldn't say he's improved. It depends on how he looks tonight. But he's been off for 5 years.
Is that how long that's fight? Since that's fight? So that's...
No, not since that fight.
Oh, I was going to say.
He fought.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, I think the last time they fought was 12 years ago.
Oh man, dude.
Yeah,
That's,
time flies, brother.
Yeah, that's quite a little bit of time ago. Speaking of going through time, I got a chance to finally sit down and watch the new season of X-Men 97 this week. And for those that don't know, the end of the first season, kind of in this minor spoilers, sees the X-Men kind of get split between two different times and two different groups. And one of these groups actually lands in ancient Egypt. All right. And lo and behold,
Are you giving it away?
nah, not. I mean, the first couple scenes, you see who they run into.
Okay, I'm just
Well,
making sure.
put it this way.
Spoiler alert.
Put it this way. I think the origin story that they're doing for the new villain was really well done. And
Well, I think everybody knows who the new villain was. He was in the end of the first season.
yeah, so I'm talking about Apocalypse.
Yeah.
But I think it was really neat because he's always been a staple villain for the franchise. But I feel like right now we're like, I don't want to say he's getting like some justice for his character, but
Well, yeah, I've seen a lot of people, I don't want to call them critics, but a lot of commentators saying that this is probably the best that we've seen of Apocalypse throughout the years.
yes, and he's very menacing, very
Yeah,
diabolical.
What was the one? Was that Days of Future Past where he was in there?
No, it's actually called X-Men Apocalypse. Believe it or not.
That the movie?
Yeah, yeah.
Did I see that?
I don't know if you've seen that one. That one is I've
I've seen the
always been a
picture-
big Apocalypse
I've
fan.
seen a picture of the. I'm not. Who the fuck's a fan of Apocalypse?
What do you mean? He's a badass.
He's
bad
trying
guy.
to kill everybody. What are
I
you
know,
talking
but
about?
but he's like a badass. He's a good villain. Is what I'm saying.
Oh,
like yeah.
I don't know.
That's what I mean by
He's
I
like,
like him.
He's like Homelander to me.
So Apocalypse, for those who don't know, is the first mutant. And he's got.
One of the first mutants.
I'm gonna. Well, he's
in this iteration. Yes, they're saying that he's the first.
And he basically becomes this all-powerful being. He wants to be a god. He thinks he's a god, and he just starts to wreak havoc, on the X-Men and just through various timelines. And I don't want to give that spoiler away.
What?
Because there was a character that kind of popped up out of nowhere who I wasn't expecting.
I knew as soon as they went to Egypt, I knew exactly what they were doing because they were saying they were bringing him back anyway. I don't know if they're bringing the particular person who we wanted to play it, or who was playing it,
But I thought that was really neat. That kind of took me aback. I was like, "Oh, this person is here." I was like, "This is interesting."
I knew that was happening because I've been, I study this shit and I watch these things that talk about like the shit how it was in the comic books and matter of fact, we already saw portions of. I get it, fuck it. We can Ramen Tut.
Yeah,
ramen, not ramen. Rama Tut.
Ramen Tut. Got noodles for hair.
Yeah. He was in. I think the first time we saw him was Fantastic Four.
Okay.
Like it was one of the early issues. And then later on they molded him into this is Kang the Conqueror. Which I'm very interested in that character, and that's why I hope they bring it back in live action, because I just like the way his whole timeline is, and like how he can just go anywhere, and he's all these. I mean, there's variants of everything, but
yeah,
but like then He Who Remains is like the last variant, but
well, no, because what it does is
Moon Knight was the first time we saw a inkling of him in live action, I believe.
that was a pretty dope show.
Yeah, I thought they were doing a season 2, but I don't know what's happening with it.
Well, I do know that the creator of X-Men 97 said he was willing to do 10 seasons of this show, with which
The
Which-
creator?
Yeah. One of the writers. Like it earlier this week, I saw a headline that said the guy
They
was
fired the main writer.
No, well, I know that, but whoever is still currently working on the show said they'd be willing to do 10 seasons of it.
Is it that Esposito guy?
I can't think of his name. I don't know his name,
Oh.
but I do remember seeing the headline, and I was thinking to myself, because I saw it after I watched the show, and I was thinking, well, damn, dude, I'd be down for that, especially considering how good the last couple of episodes have been. I mean, dude, if they can maintain that, which I really feel like they're going to,
We'll
think
see.
that's-
I'm telling you, that guy who they fired, he did a phenomenal job in the first season.
Well, I think which I agree with 100%, but I still think season 2 is off to a fantastic start.
So far,
And there's 10.
I mean, we're only halfway through, aren't we?
Yeah, so there's I think 6 episodes left. I think they're doing 10 total.
Oh, I thought it was 8.
Oh, if it's 8, I could be wrong, but season 1 is 10.
I don't remember.
But if you haven't had a chance, folks, please check out, especially if you're a comic book fan, Marvel fan, DC, doesn't matter. Please check out X-Men 97. You will not be disappointed in the slightest.
Have you seen all the memes so far?
Yeah, I saw the memes, especially, after the one thing. And
That shit was so funny.
a lot of them are actually really funny.
All right, I'm gonna head out. Did you see that one?
Yes, I have seen that one. And can we
How you
talk?
combine 2 fucking memes and everybody knows exactly? I guess that's what a meme is. It's like the idea of something.
It is. We have watched the evolution of memes for over the last decade or so, and they're probably only just going to get more intricate as time passes.
Yeah, but you have to know.
Well, yeah, this is fair. You do have to have some level of context, or no
Somewhat.
level of context.
Oh, I was just trying to make you see if you could do that again.
What?
Some level of
Oh,
context.
no. So that's why I took a sip of water. Don't know what's happening. My voice is cracking from speaking to customers all week. I don't know what that is. But since we're talking about this show, the animation style is so badass, man. And it's like perfect to me. Like they don't have to change anything about it. They don't have to upgrade it or anything like that. I think the animation style fits the show perfectly. I almost feel like
I think there's 9.
what episodes?
Yeah.
Okay, so if there's 9, that's fine. But regardless, we're still about close to the halfway point because they did release the first 3 episodes, at the same time, so you could kind of get caught up and get into the motion of things. But I'm almost gonna go out on a whim here and say that the animation sometimes I feel like of certain shows does better character justice and development than some of the live action stuff that we've gotten.
Sometimes.
And I'm gonna.
I think technology has gotten to the point where it's better. Like you can combine CGI and real life together, and then practical makeup has become a thing because in Fantastic Four, you would think that they would have done Galactus as like this CGI person, but no, it's a real actor in a real outfit, and then they just filmed it with like practical effects. Remember I said practical effects are coming back, but then this is like, they call it a composite anyway, like where they put all the stuff together, like the CGI, the real practical effects, the whatever they film in camera, like that's what like After Effects and all that shit is for. But yeah, like technology has gotten to the point where it's almost seamless.
Recently saying that instead of using obviously CGI for this portion of the film, he ended up making I think a 60-foot troll doll to film that way he didn't have to use CGI in this. It's I guess
he's known for that because in what's that movie, Interstellar, he like that was a real corn farm that he bought and grew corn on.
I didn't know that. I actually did not know that.
Yeah, people always say, "Oh, that's CGI." Like, no, bro, he actually bought a fucking cornfield, and I think he gave the corn away or something, whatever, after they were done filming.
It's a lot of corn.
But like, yeah, that was a real scene.
Oh, that's see, but I do appreciate that, I guess.
He's all about realness.
Yeah, no, I guess as a person of who does like movies and shows and stuff like that, I can appreciate the level of authenticity he wants to bring to his films, even if they're obviously stories and
He also
things like
has the budget for that type of stuff too, and he's earned that just because he's made crazy movies.
Yeah, and believe it or not, I actually saw that they are going to be releasing one of his earlier films in early 2007, re-releasing them in theaters, The Prestige, with Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale. And if you guys don't know what that movie is, it's basically about two magicians trying to figure out each other's, I guess, secrets to their tricks. And in my opinion, I think it's Chris Nolan's most underrated film. I think that movie's fantastic.
I don't think I've ever seen it. I'm not into magic like that.
Well, I know you like Hugh Jackman, and I know you have an appreciation somewhere for Christian Bale.
Jackman's okay.
Yeah, but this is a good movie. It's got.
I'm not saying it's not a good movie. I'm just saying I've never seen it because I'm not into magic. Like, what was that movie that just came out that you were all ready to fucking...
No. I don't care about that movie.
You were like, oh, I can't wait to see that one.
No, I didn't say that.
Probably never even saw it.
No, I probably said, hey, that look maybe worth seeing once or something like that. I wasn't. I think it's You Can't See Me or You Can't Catch Me or something with the kids that
I don't care.
I don't know.
And no, I'm not looking it up.
I don't want you to look it up. That's how much I don't care. I don't want you to.
He cares.
I don't. But no, magic.
He's like, did you see the other ones? Like, no.
I mean, magic is cool, man.
Magic is all right.
I mean, most of the time when you think of magic, you think of maybe Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter. Or
I went to a magic show when I was in San Antonio.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, the guy was also funny.
So it was like a comedic.
It was comedy and magic, but the whole place was like it's a magic like establishment. It's like the whole place is like when you go in and you buy your drinks, the fucking person off to the side is doing tricks. Like, oh, what beer would you like? And like, why are you doing that? Whoop. Like, they do all that shit.
That's pretty. Let me ask you this: have you ever
forgot the name of the place? I looked it up when we were here at one time. Not here, but
there. Is there a magic trick that you've seen that has impressed you? Let me ask you that you can maybe think of.
A lot of them impress me, but I'm not gonna watch a fucking movie about it.
Well, the movie isn't filled with like obviously act after act. There's like a whole sub thing to it, but I'm trying to think of something off the top of my head because I remember when I guess Chris Angel was really big.
Oh yeah, fuck, that guy's weird.
Well, dude, he would do like the craziest fucking shit, bro. He would put himself in like, these water tanks for like in a straight jacket for like 5.5 minutes. Like
called you talking about? I thought you were talking about David Blaine.
Oh, that's who I'm thinking. He could be thrown in this category as well. I mean, either one of them probably done it.
I'm saying that like these guys are fucking weird. Well, David Blaine, he's a magician. Houdini is the one who started all like the straight jacket type shit.
Yeah,
getting out of the straight jacket. So like, it is magic. I don't know what to call it. I'll be honest.
Do you think it's like a level of performance art? Obviously.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, yeah. This is the place. It's called Magic Saloon.
Magic Saloon. Oh man, Jared Lee at the Magic.
You don't
Saloon.
remember when I was talking about this?
I think I do. I think I do remember you pulling this up several shows. Back. Oh, it's got a 5-star rating and review. That's
it's cool.
Can you pull up some magic tricks here on Google? Like maybe like world's most famous magic trick or just some. I'm just kind of curious to see if there's something that in the realm of magicians that we haven't seen. I mean, you can think of the very cliche things like.
I remember watching. I used to watch David Copperfield as a.
I remember that gentleman as well.
I don't know. I've heard a lot of stuff about some of these magicians, like.
What they're like, fucking, drunks and like.
Nah, like.
Well, I don't think you could
deeper than that.
Oh man. Well, I mean, dude, to be willing to put yourself in a tank of water for several minutes in a straitjacket with like 10-pound locks on you or whatever, however they do it. I do think you might have to have a bit of a screw loose, maybe two. Just hypothetically saying.
Yeah, but there's no excuse for what I'm talking about.
No. I mean, if they're out,
I'm not looking up no fucking magic tricks. What are we talking about right
well,
now?
I just was trying to find out what the world's most famous one is, or other than pulling a rabbit out of a hat or sawing a lady in half.
Card tricks are probably the most known ones.
Card tricks they can be cool, but there's obviously a lot of sleight of hand with that.
Well, that's most of.
That's most
tricks.
most
That's why they
magic
call
tricks.
them illusionists.
That's fair. I always the one thing I will tell you, and I'm sure I've talked about this on the show before, but when I was a kid, I learned what an optical illusion was because the this
Go ahead. Just the way you're explaining this is funny.
well, it's kind of funny.
As a kid, the way I learned what an optical illusion was. Go ahead. It's funny to me.
So this magician or this would-be magician used to come to our daycare center during the summertime.
Okay, keep
in
going.
performing magic tricks for us children. Anyway,
That'll make something disappear.
So he had two fish, paper fish. One was purple and one was yellow. And what he would do is he would hold one above the other, and the one below it looked bigger than the one above it. And then when he would put them together, they were the same size. That used to blow my mind as a 6-7-year-old child. All right, you got to. I'm a kid. All right,
I get it.
All right, I know it's.
You ever
silly.
been to the Science Museum in Richmond?
No, I can't say that
I think
have.
it's the Children's Science Museum.
I've been to.
They have a lot of you ever seen people, they'll stand in the room and they'll look like they're as tall as the room?
Yes, I have seen that.
Yeah, they have stuff like that down there.
That's
how I learned what an optical illusion was.
Okay, well, this is fair. You were in a museum, which is structured for teaching to a degree. You're learning something there.
That's I saw the Batman mobile from the original, not the original Batman, but
What, from Tim Burton's?
yeah,
Oh, that would be sick.
that was there. This was out when I was a kid though, but it was like after the movie came out.
Oh, that sounds fucking. I bet you seeing that in person was really cool, though.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Well, the one thing I did see, the only vehicle that I've seen in person that I had literally any appreciation for was when I was in Philly and I saw Eddie Guerrero's Lowrider. May he rest in peace. But so he used to just put the one fish above the other one, and then he would swap them out, making it like obviously look like magic. It's an illusion, but it's an optical illusion. And then I learned, I can't remember how much later in the day that I learned that's what the trick was or whatever. But I remember when I initially saw it, it kind of blew my mind a little bit.
You can't. No, don't explain. I know you're about to explain. I'm not even. Just keep going.
Well, no. My attention was caught by your Google searches.
The optical illusions on like screens aren't the same as what I'm talking about.
No, but I think it's nifty, and I think it's dope that they have a museum dedicated to that. I almost want to go to the.
Well, it's not just dedicated to that. It's other science stuff.
I wouldn't mind going to the Air and Space Museum. I haven't been.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I haven't been in so long. I don't know. I just feel like.
Have you even been to the one in Dulles?
The one in Dulles? I want to say yes, but it was probably a long time ago.
Doubt you've been there then.
It's possible
because it's very new. Well, it's not very new, but it's
well.
new. It's newer than the shit than what you're thinking.
Oh, okay, then if it's newer than that, then the answer is more than likely no.
Yeah, I doubt you've been because they have the which one is there? Is it Discovery? They have Discovery there, and they also have. Is it Discovery? I've seen like 3 of the 5 left shuttles. Atlantis, Discovery, and Endeavor. I'm just trying to remember where I saw each one. Atlantis for sure was in Kennedy Space Center. Where is Discovery here? I guess I could look it up. Anyway, but they have that, and they have the Blackbird, spy plane. What is it? SR-71. They have a bunch of other planes, but those 2 are specifically. You know where I haven't been back to? The Marine Corps Museum. The last time I was there, they were building the wing section.
Okay.
But they have a bunch of planes that the Marines have used throughout the years.
That's pretty dope.
So I haven't gone back to actually get – because when I was there, they were just bringing the stuff in, and you could, like, look down, but you couldn't see anything. But yeah, I have not been to the one in DC, the Aerospace Museum in DC in a while. But I'm always down for fucking aerospace shit.
Yeah, no, I feel like it would be like a good day adventure for us to travel and maybe learn some things about the good old big, giant, gravity-ridden thing in the sky known as space.
The one cool thing about Dulles, it's right by the airport, so like you can, like, there's a place where you can stop and just watch the planes come in. You can do that in DC too, but that's like not Haynes Point. I forgot the name of the.
Get
the
yourself
area.
a little picnic blanket.
People do it all the time.
Get yourself a little picnic basket.
People do it all the time.
Fill with some PB&Js, maybe some apple slices.
Okay, you're fucking white.
You don't like PB&J?
I do, but not the apple slices.
Well, okay, so the apple slices might have been pushing it a little far.
Put some apple pie.
Well, apple pie is good. All
It's
right.
all right. Cherry pie is better.
Cherry pie is good. I don't know, man.
Cherry pie is better.
I'm an apple pie kind of guy. That, especially a hot apple pie. Ooh, man, that shit just hits the right way. So I guess since we're talking about, peanut butter and jellies, Jared, are you a crust person?
Yeah,
Do you have to
Discoveries and Dulles.
Okay. Do you cut the crusts off your PB&Js?
No.
Neither do I. I was just curious because I know some people are very particular.
Yeah, those are fucking brats.
I don't know what would possess somebody to want to. I understand the overall look and appeal of it to a degree.
I think some people just don't like the taste of the crust.
I mean, it's still bread,
No.
I guess.
Not that I buy them. If it was coming out of my pocket, I wouldn't buy them. But I will eat the fuck out of some Uncrustables.
Oh, yeah, dude. That is arguably.
But I don't buy them shits because they're expensive as fuck. Like, why the fuck am I paying this much money for a fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
You know those things are actually really good if you put them in the freezer for a little bit, like cool them
Well,
down.
you're supposed to put them in the freezer.
You don't necessarily have to.
They're stored in the freezer section.
Still, yeah, but you still don't necessarily have to keep them in the freezer.
Yes, you do.
You can put them in the fridge.
I guess.
Yeah, but still. But I think just.
And you're supposed to like let it sit out for a second before you eat it.
Yeah, I'm not saying eat it like raw, cold, or anything like that where it's going to break your teeth or anything.
No, it wouldn't be like that. It doesn't take long for them to unfreeze, I guess. The word is.
You know what, Jared? We're talking about this, and my, I guess, willingness to buy these has skyrocketed like 2,000%.
Just buy fucking bread and peanut butter and jelly. It's way cheaper. That's like a box of 6 is like $8.
My God.
Actually, I think it's more than that.
Jared is looking up the pricing for.
I only know
Uncrustables.
because every year when we do our little thing at work, we like have stuff because we're there for so long. We have stuff to. They let us buy like so it's like a comfort of being at home type shit.
Yeah.
And I get Uncrustables because I'm not like they can pay for it, but
Jared is dead serious about his Uncrustables.
my coworker, I was at.
I find this hilarious. Like the one thing you're like, I gotta have those fucking PB&Js.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, if they're buying it, I'll buy it or I'll get them, but I'm not paying for that shit. But my coworker, I was eating one time while we were at the conference, and my coworker was like, "Are you eating an Uncrustable?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, why? First of all, why are you questioning me about my fucking eating habits?
I mean, it's a very good sandwich.
Yeah, like, are you mad? Did I decided to get these and you didn't?
And do you know what's crazy is they've got the bread on it just right too. It's like it's almost perfect.
It's not perfect. Perfect is one that you make at home.
It's fair. So let me ask you this: if you are making it at home, do you use more peanut butter or more jelly? I know you might do the 50-50. I know a lot of folks.
I'm a more of a peanut butter guy. But it's got to be the right proportion. Like, because you don't want to have, the whole point of it being together is to get these, I don't want to call it texture, but the feeling or whatever the fucking word is of them being joined together.
They've got a blend.
Yeah.
It is like the yin and yang of food. It really is. Peanut butter and jelly. Can you think? I mean, yeah, you can throw some other things in there, but it almost might be the pinnacle of the yin and yang of food.
Hey,
Peanut
let's see. I'm not giving them any. Hold on. Before you say something, yeah. How many? What's the count on this? Before? Oh God, what is this?
The health data consent. Oh
God.
man.
Fucking, what is this world coming to? How many is that? I can't see.
So this is it doesn't. Are you able to enlarge that image?
I'm trying. 4-pack. So I get $3.99 for a 4-pack.
So basically $1 per Smuckers.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're small. I don't know.
Well, now
I'd rather just buy. Like, what did I get? I think I got a 10 count.
15 count. Okay, so it looks like they're charging like basically $1 per item.
I think they've gone down because I swear they were more expensive than that.
So,
or maybe I'm just cheap and I'm not gonna fucking pay that much.
So now that you have it up, and I was thinking about it while we were talking. Are you a grape jelly or are you a strawberry jelly type of guy?
I love strawberry jelly or jam, but for peanut butter jelly, I'd rather have grape.
That's fair. But can you go
I've
back?
done strawberry like plenty of times, but I don't know. It just.
Can you do me a favor? Can you go back to their official site? I do see some of these other
What
ones.
do you want to know?
I just want to see what other flavors they have. It looks like they have like a whole mess of stuff. That looks like
This guy's never looked up fucking Uncrustables.
Well, I haven't bought them in forever.
Hazelnut spread. Yuck.
Okay, so that's chocolate and hazelnut. Which
I'm not putting this up because I don't want to give these people anything. I don't want to give them. Never mind. Keep going.
Yeah, so we've got that could potentially be good. What's this yellow box down here? That's what I'm curious is what that one is right there.
Peanut butter and strawberry jam looks like.
Really? Oh, okay. Let's see.
The other one was jelly. This is jam.
Strawberry. Okay, all right. Okay, so I thought this might have been some just by the box design, just some crazy concoction they thought of like s'mores or.
Wait, bro, speaking of that, we got this. There's this crazy place in not San Antonio, in San Diego. I forgot the name of the place, and I just threw it out the jar last night because I was gonna order some, but they had this fucking fire ass strawberry jam, and I just threw the jar out like because I kept the jar because I was going to order the shit like from there, but it's been so long. I'm like, let me just get rid of this fucking thing. So, but anyway, that was some fire ass jam. I might look into making my own strawberry jam.
That's not a bad idea. I don't know why I would feel like you would need a lot of utensils for that for some reason.
Utensils? I don't think you would need that much.
It's possible, but since we're talking about just,
I think
you
cook the strawberries or some shit like that.
Since you're talking about that, my sister bought at a farmer's market about a week or so ago, and I actually used some of them last week when we had our burgers. She bought these hot honey pickles. I guess from this farmer's market, they're already chopped up and everything in a jar. And damn, dude, those things were pretty fucking fire, if I had to say so myself. Hot honey is
overrated.
I don't think it's overrated.
Hot honey is overrated.
I enjoy it. I don't go crazy for it. If
it's not even hot.
Well, it's got kick. That's why they call it hot.
It's overrated.
I'd
rather have just regular honey if I like on a pizza than the spicy shit because the pepperoni, like say it's pepperoni, it's already got spice on it.
Yeah, I'm also the type of person to throw a ton of red pepper flakes on my pizza too.
Oh yeah, you like the shit.
I like the burning butthole.
No. Again, I apologize to anybody eating.
Yes, this is fair.
How to make strawberry jam.
I want to see Jared's chef expertise. Go to
my chef expertise. Oh yeah, the lack that you have.
I'm good.
2 pounds of fresh. I guess we can put it up if anybody else wants to see.
If you guys want to make your own strawberry jam at home. So what do we got? We've got 2 pounds of fresh strawberries, obviously washed,
hulled, and chopped.
Let's see, 2 to 4 cups of what does that say?
Granulated sugar.
Granulated.
This guy's reading level is horrible.
No, I couldn't see the letters.
Sure,
it's a little small.
You don't know the shape of the word?
The shape of the word, and it's definitely not a word I use on a regular basis. I'm sure I could pronounce it if I could see it.
So you've never.
So I can see the word better now. Granulated.
Guys,
yes, yeah.
Guys, he doesn't buy his own groceries. Obviously,
I do.
You've never seen. You've never seen granulated sugar?
I have seen granulated sugar, but I could not read it. The letters were small. I couldn't make out what it said.
Adjusted to your desired sweetness. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice required to activate the fruit's natural. I don't know that one.
Does it say pectin?
Pectin?
Yeah, that's what it looks like, pectin. Let's see.
Which I don't know what pectin is. That's a scientific term.
Let's see. I guess we've got the instructions there. Hold on. I guess
you don't have to read the instructions.
Well, I wanted to get.
They can pause if they want.
Dissolve the sugar. I guess place the pot over low heat and stir constantly until the sugar has completely dissolved, which should take about 5 to 10 minutes. And the boiling. This is where I wanted to actually read it.
I just said you don't have to read this.
Increase the heat to medium high and bring the mixture to a rolling boil. Let it boil, stirring frequently to prevent burning for about 15 to 20 minutes.
You guys can Google this yourself.
Yes, but please, when you get a chance. I was just kind of curious as to how the process proceeded after you got the berries prepped and all that.
Well, I said you have to cook it.
I want Jared to make jam, and we're going to make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with it.
Maybe. I don't know. You have to get the strawberries from like a farm. Like grocery store ones will be ass.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess you could get them from a farmer's market or somewhere around here. There's plenty of them.
Fucking strawberry picking fields. They used to take the. I don't know. Think about that. You ever heard people saying that they would for their like Black history or whatever, like in Mississippi or like southern states, they would take the kids. I think Georgia was one of them too. They would take the kids to a fucking cotton plantation. Have them picking cotton.
I didn't know they were picking it.
Yes, they were picking
I did. I have heard stories of schools and obviously grade school kids going to former plantations or still well-known plantations to a degree and visiting them. I didn't think they would actually have them out doing something like that.
Well, I don't think they do it as much anymore, but they.
I would hope not.
But that made me think. Like we go on these. Strawberry patch picking strawberries, but I can't remember if I did it for a field trip or we did it for like a family thing. But
okay,
that made me think about it.
Well, no, and honestly, I would feel like those are the only two acceptable.
We have those in Virginia. I've been to it. I've been to them.
Jared, you and I should go pick strawberries.
You always say we should do this shit, but when it comes down to,
I don't know. I think me and you going to pick strawberries.
I have to do the planning, and I'm not doing all that.
Well, yeah, and I don't think 2 grown men should be picking strawberries together.
I'm good.
It would be
I pass.
Yeah, but we can.
Say, hey, I'll meet you there, RJ.
Yeah, and you'll meet me as I'm walking out, and you're walking in to get your own. That way we can.
Nope, I'll just won't show up.
Well, or we could go together, and then we could pick on our own. That way it doesn't look like we're picking strawberries
I'm good.
Together.
I pass.
All right, we're not going to be picking strawberries anytime soon, together at least. And that is okay. That is all right. But I guess, I guess back to your thing about the schools. Obviously, I would think they would be hopefully in the mindset. It's like, hey, we're teaching them, obviously, U.S. history to a degree. But damn, dude, I would even think as a teacher, it's like, yeah, kids, go ahead and pick some cotton. Like, no, no,
I'll be real with you.
I mean, that's got to be
hearing or even saying affects me a certain way when I hear people say picking cotton.
Yeah,
like that. There's like a genetic trauma that's still there.
Yeah, I don't. It would just. It's weird to me because I can understand wanting to teach students, obviously, history and stuff like that. But physically, having a kid use a butter churner.
You know what they should do is they should. I'm not trying to be divisive. But they should have all the black kids on horses with whips and have all the white kids picking cotton.
Well, no, I think that might be creating a new problem of some kind.
We gotta have some. We're not getting reparations, so we gotta have.
I'm
something.
just saying, if I'm taking a kid to any historical land site,
I remember going to fucking Colonial Williamsburg, and it didn't dawn on me until I was, bro.
Is it something dawning on you now?
Trauma just fucking came back. I didn't realize until I was an adult that was a fucked up place to take a fucking black child.
Well, I would think. Well, shit, dude. I think going on plantations is. I understand
plantations.
I can
Yeah.
understand that.
No, I'm just thinking because they would have the stocks, and they'd be like, "Yeah, this is where they would put the bad people." And it, like, for some reason in my head, I knew, but I didn't know. But because you like, if you're, I don't know, do you imagine shit like when you're going on a historical like?
Yeah.
thing?
You want to try to visualize it
Yeah.
and kind of get a feel for where you're at. Of
I'm
course.
just imagining shit in my head, but I'm like, I don't think there was no white folks in those stocks.
Oh, we never know either.
I mean, it could be, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, it
That's
could
a
be
fucked up because you think about it, like there was during that time, there was no. We know what was happening during that time.
Yeah, of course.
And it's just, I don't know. Yeah, again, that's one of those genetic things inside of me that's still dealing with the trauma of it.
Yeah, I would think if you're going to show a grade school student anything on any type of historical land site, it's like if you're inside, like the butter churner. It's like, hey, this is how they churn butter, and then this is how they made, this is how they made clothes and stuff like that. But again, back to it's like, hey, you guys want to go out in this field and pick cotton? Like, what?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, it's yeah, I would probably feel some type of way. I would. It would be a weird thing to.
I know this guy. I trained jujitsu with him, but he does reenactments. Like he's into like the Victorian times and all that shit. But he also reenacts Civil War shit.
All right.
But he's always a Confederate soldier.
Have you asked him about this?
All the time.
Okay.
But he's also, well, he's half Japanese and he's very nerd because this guy plays the bassoon and fucking.
He plays the bassoon.
Yeah, his favorite musician is Bach.
Well,
so like he's different.
That's fair.
And I don't want to say he's off, but I don't know if the context of who he's playing, if he realizes it.
Has he said why he likes playing a Confederate soldier?
I don't remember. I think I asked him a long time ago. I don't remember what he said.
Well, I think the idea, the reenactment stuff is cool. Obviously, as a spectator, it is cool to watch that stuff. Now, folks that are really into it, I would think, and this is just my initial thought.
That reminds me of the Key and Peele sketch where they have the reenactment. Have you seen that?
Yes, I have. It would. I would think that those people have some history tied to that area or relatives that were a part of that.
I think he was originally from Florida. I'm not 100%. But again, his mother is Japanese, so like.
Well, for most people, I would say, but I don't know. I haven't been to a reenactment since high school or
I haven't been either,
and whatnot. So I couldn't tell you the diversity, how diverse the group of people is that put on these performances. But I would think if you're like really into that stuff, for the most part, I would think you would have some level of, I don't want to say heritage,
awareness. Heritage.
Yeah, that's
not the heritage you want.
No, it's not. But
that's the heritage they keep clinging on to.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's not weird if you think about the psychology of it. And this is a realization that I've come to recently. And I've seen several people talk about it. We, as a country, did not punish the traitors. You know what I'm saying? Like, or the people who did that type of stuff, like the Germans did the Nazis. And I think also, I think the reason for that is because of the rights we have, like free speech and all that shit. So it would be hard to even quell that or to stamp that out. Because we just now started like actually saying, hey, motherfuckers, you can't just be fucking walking around here with rebel flags.
Yeah.
Like that's clearly a symbol of hate. It's not. It's a symbol of hate because of what you were trying to preserve.
Yeah, no, 100%, dude.
And I had another thought about that too, but it just went away. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just that's what it was. I feel like I'm hoping people are starting to wake up, and this is the last ditch effort for all this. I don't want to say the other word, but all this supremacy. I feel like this is their last ditch effort to hold on. So that's why shit is so fucking insane right now. Am I making sense?
I understand what you're saying.
I will stop blowing that into the mic, please.
Well, I was trying to answer your question at the same time.
I get it, but
I didn't want to be like, over here.
I get it. Or you're just not fucking vape wired on the show.
I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's my hands. I got to keep them busy. I'm telling you, it's from pizza making. It's
okay. Keep going.
It is. But you're talking about flags of hate and everything. I want to talk about positive flags.
Like what? Here we go.
Yeah. Well, the World Cup is still going on, so we got flags from all over the world, representing their countries. And I actually wanted to talk a little bit about the game that I saw at work the other day when you came by for a little bit. The Argentina and Egypt game. The reason I'm bringing this up is because Messi plays for Argentina, and for many consider him to be the GOAT of the football world, the soccer world.
I guess I don't give a fuck. Fuck Argentina.
Yeah. So the reason I wanted to bring it up is because we talked about it last week, and we've been talking about it the last couple of weeks with the World Cup being here in the States, and it's been really cool to kind of watch unfold. The U.S. got eliminated. Unfortunately, I didn't think they were going to get far because I don't think the MLS holds a candle to the Premier League in any capacity.
Well, yeah, but some of those people, don't they? Some of them play in the Premier League.
They probably do. And again, I don't know soccer well enough to sit and dissect it enough, but I was watching this game at work kind of in passing because the guys have it on in the shop. It's on in the showroom. And about 70 minutes into the game, Egypt is winning 2-0. All right. And it looks like Argentina is about to get eliminated. And then out of nowhere, Argentina scores 3 goals, ends up with this big comeback upset. And I'm thinking, holy shit, that's pretty incredible. That was pretty impressive to watch. And again, I'm not a soccer person. The moment I opened up my phone, for just whatever other reason, all the fucking everybody's like, oh, it's rigged. Messi's the golden boy. They're going to make sure he wins the cup. He's Tom Brady all over again.
I'll put it this way. It's not looking too good for any of the American teams. And when I say American, I mean North America and South America. Central America. Europe's winning this shit.
Yeah, and so I was actually kind of taken aback by it because, again, I don't know soccer that well. And everybody was just shitting on Messi. They were like, oh, he's a horrible person. Hope he rots in hell or whatever the case may be. And I just saw all the talk of it being rigged. And I know with American sports, we have
let's put it this way. If I think the U.S. may have won that game if there was no meddling or rigging.
No, I don't think that at all. I think they were going to lose to begin with. No, there's no way. There's just no way.
Yeah.
But
so you're saying you condone the rigging?
I would blame the person I would blame the most. I don't think it should have happened, but I would blame the FIFA president for allowing it to happen. That's who I would blame, if anything. I mean, Donald Trump could have been like, "Oh, please." The guy could have easily been like, "No, dude, these are the rules," and then went on with it.
Okay, that's fine. Either way, my point is, it has nothing to do with who did what and who was wrong. My point is, the shit was rigged. So there could be a chance that the Argentina game was rigged as well.
Yeah, I would only say it was rigged if the U.S. won, but they lost, so it had no impact on the game. They didn't play well. First of all, I watched like the first 30 minutes of the game just because I was slightly
They didn't play well. I don't know, bro. There was a cloud over them after that. I don't know. I don't watch that shit. I don't give a fuck. My point is, all I'm saying is, there is corruption within FIFA, and it's been like that for many years.
Yeah, no, and it doesn't surprise me. So now that
the Olympics is also corrupt, what do they call it? The Olympic Committee or whatever that shit is.
I've only watched so much of the Olympics in my life. and only in portions. Like I've never watched the entire event from the beginning to the end.
You're missing my entire point.
No, I'm not missing your entire point. I understand exactly what you're saying.
So, okay, I'm just wondering what that has. Watching the entire thing.
What I'm saying is, I don't watch enough of it to point out rigging in the Olympics.
No, I didn't say you could. I'm just telling you there's corruption in both.
Yeah, and so now that I'm seeing all this stuff about, the World Cup potentially, being rigged, it's just like, oh, well, this is just like any other, potential American sport where we're like, oh, that's part of the script, like how we say around here and shit like that. So we'll see. Put it this way.
Well, it's also been fucking proven that fucking NBA shit has been fucking rigged.
Well,
people, I don't know if they got into jail, but they definitely lost their jobs. And
yeah, there was that earlier in the year. I want to say around the early winter time when that the bookies and I guess the people who were sports gambling on betting on their teams or whatever, they've all been relieved of their jobs. And I hate shit like that because gambling is one thing, dude, but when it's affecting the integrity of the sport, no matter what it is, that's a problem. And I think when things go unchecked for a while, and go unnoticed or whatever the case may be, it just obviously grows.
Sounded a bit hypocritical there.
What do you mean?
You were a fan of Pete Rose, weren't you?
I mean, I like Pete Rose. I like Pete Rose more when he made appearances at WrestleMania. If that makes you feel better.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I mean,
because that's what he got in trouble for.
Yeah. So, do you think he should be in the Hall of Fame?
I don't think the Hall of Fame should have anything to do. Well, yeah. I mean, what does that have to do with his play?
Well, that's because I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame because of that.
No, I know that, but what does his play have to do with that?
No, but I just wanted to know if you would think that is
I don't.
So
I think the two are separate.
Okay, that's what I was trying to ask you.
But I've said that for years.
Oh, I didn't know that you felt that way.
Now, when it comes to the steroid shit, that's a whole different story.
Yeah, I would say that's different too. Just because you are the player, you are trying to. But would you think that these players, when they're, I guess, juicing like that, they're thinking like, hey, like, I just want to try to be the very best player that there is?
I just saw a video with Roger Clemens the other day. That's funny that you were talking about this.
Yeah, well, it's okay.
He was talking about pitching because somehow on TikTok I've gotten into this algorithm about pitchers showing how to do certain pitches.
Yeah,
like there's this one guy I don't remember his name, but his wife started the thing where he would come in and he would show people how to throw certain pitches. So now I'm in that algorithm, and then fucking Roger Clemens came up the other day. I'm like, I haven't seen this guy in fucking years, and he's fucking showing people how to throw certain things, and you get an extra 2 miles an hour if you bring your arm across here instead of up here. Like,
imagine how crazy your mind has to work in order to, figure things out like that.
Well, they've been doing it for many years. I know how I got there because there's all these. I keep getting these baseball drills.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where it came from. But that was the first time the other day was the first time I started getting pitching like tutorials. I'm like, I want to go out and throw a baseball now, but I know my shoulder will not like that.
Yeah, and you got to think about it, man. These young guys throw heaters, dude. You're talking about like balls that travel, faster than most cars on a highway at any given moment, for the most part. So the amount of strain you're putting on your shoulder,
and elbow.
It is just it's pretty miraculous. I don't think I know pitchers get a lot of credit, but do we really give them enough credit? Because I mean, just being able to do that consistently.
Well, to be able to go, they don't do it as much anymore, but you want to pitchers used to go the full 9 innings.
Yeah.
Now you're lucky to get fucking 5 out of them these days.
That's fair. I would say 5. Depending on obviously how their performance is.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you're lucky to get somebody all into 7 innings, and the last 2.
Well, yeah, if you get them to 7 these days, like you're doing good. But God forbid you're relieving fucking pitchers or ass.
Yeah, don't ask us how we know. Yeah. And since we're talking about that, you want to pull the score of the game up?
They lost. I'm guaranteed.
Yeah, I'm assuming they did too. Unfortunately, but maybe some sort of ballpark miracle occurred to where they've evened the series, and
RJ, always the optimist.
Well, you never know, man. You never know. And I know like 99% of the time that these things occur, they're typically not going to. Yeah. All right.
Back to 500.
Well, the 500.
I really wanted to get to 50, bro. Like these last couple of days, I wanted to get to 50.
Well, I think they're on pace for winning 81 games, if I'm not mistaken.
That's just above 500.
Yeah, it's fair, but maybe they can just win the rest of the games for the rest of the year. What if some crazy shit like that happened too? Now
They need to fix their pitching.
we need to find a relief pitcher. Where
More
are
than
you?
one? No, you need probably 3 good ones.
Well, I'll take 2 for the time.
But you got to remember the pitching staff is huge.
This is true. This is very true.
What is it? A 25 man roster?
That's a lot of balls being thrown.
Whoa.
Yeah, at high speeds.
Pause.
High speed, fast balls. So as Jared looks that up, it is my responsibility to remind you guys you can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts.
I can't talk.
Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. Every Monday at 9 a.m. sharp for the visual on YouTube, and every Saturday here on the Purple and Green around 6:30 p.m.ish. Who doesn't like a good podcast with the boys, right? And Jared is looking up the pitching roster.
Oh, it's a 40-man roster. Sorry.
God damn, that is a lot of. So out of these 40 people, can't find,
Can't find what?
just. These are some tall ass guys too. Now that I'm like looking at their heights, like
there was somebody that was pitching earlier that's 6'6", 238. I'm like, God damn.
that is a huge human being.
Yeah.
I bet you that guy throws nothing but heaters.
Yeah, here it is. Oh no, that's Wood.
He's 6'6", dude. He's a big guy
Yeah,
himself.
but there's somebody else who was listed as 6'6".
Yeah, I didn't realize. Seeing all these heights makes me feel short because I think I'm
you
like.
are. Well, that's why they're professional athletes.
This is fair. I'm also like 5'10", I believe. Last time I checked. Oh no.
I don't know. I don't know who they were talking about, but this could have been changed a while ago. Yeah, I don't see the fucking pictures. That's weird.
Let's see. Oh, maybe they're on the depth chart, possibly. Third base, right field.
Nope.
No. Our relieving pitching is so bad they don't even have a tab.
Are they? No, they're not non-rosters.
See, so catchers, infielders, outfielders. Nah, that doesn't show.
Oh, pitchers right here. Oh, well, I was looking at bat. Okay, that's why. Because I was looking at what they bat.
Okay, so we got. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, it looks like 12. I think 12, 13.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, and they're all over 6 feet tall. What's happening? I don't get. And looking at their birthdays is tripping me out too. 6'6", 2000.
Yeah,
1999.
That means you're old, RJ.
It's
look at it. That last guy, 6'7", 245.
God damn, dude. Guy's like a doorway.
Yeah, I think when we were there, the last time I saw him run out, and I was like, "What the fuck is this guy?"
Some big human beings.
What's his name? Orlando
Robita?
Ribalta.
Ribalta. Balto.
Yeah, 245 is insane at 6'7".
So, well, does it show what he bats?
Righty.
Oh, okay.
The BT is bats, and then the slash is T, which is what they throw.
Okay, sweet. I'm deciphering this. I got this depth chart to a degree, or this active roster chart. But yeah,
that's how you know RJ's never played organized sports. He doesn't know what a depth chart is.
I know what it is. Speaking of the depth chart, I've been going undersea in Abyssus.
Oh, speaking of that, Sands. I want to play that game. But you don't have PC. Never mind.
Sands. I was going to say, I haven't heard of this, but I'll let you pull that up. But let me briefly talk about Abyssus, which is a roguelike first-person shooter, which allows you to...
Thank you for talking into the mic.
Well, that's a part of doing a podcast. That way people can hear us. Is a roguelike first-person shooter that takes place under the sea where you are on the hunt for a component or a chemical known as brine. It's kind of like a sludgy, gooey style material.
That's what I marinate my meat in. Is a brine.
Brine, as Jared marinates his meat. Oh, anyway. I wanted to quickly talk about it to let you know that it is currently on Xbox and PC Game Pass. And I can't recommend it enough, especially if you've got
Every
2 to
game
3.
you play, you can't recommend it.
Well, I'm having a good time.
Nobody's playing that shit.
Dude, it's a fun game, especially, and again, if you have 2 to 3 friends that you can run some co-op with, where you basically pick different abilities for your weapons. There's 9 weapons in total. Go through various loops and phases, fights.
Fuck you, RJ.
What?
When you have 2 or 3 fans you can co-op with.
Well, I don't think it's crossplay. I don't think it's
give a
crossplay.
fuck, man. How many times have I tried to play games?
Said Xbox and it could be on PlayStation. I don't know if it is or not.
I don't care.
But I'm sure he does.
I also have a PC.
So Jared's got Sand Raiders of the Sophie.
Yeah, it's like a what's it called? What's the movie? Wild Wild West.
Okay.
Kind of thing, but mixed with cowboys and aliens. So there's spaceships and shit also. But then you build these fucking big mech things.
Is it like a real-time strategy game?
It's like PvP.
Oh, okay.
But it's team based, and you build these. They call them ships, but they're basically. Trying to see if I can find some pictures.
Yeah, I wanted to see some of the gameplay footage. Not footage, but okay. So we get
what the fuck?
Prince of Persia. That's
not what I'm talking about.
I know, but that's a really really fun game. I like the art style.
So yeah, you like. Oh yeah, then you have like cannons, different guns, and you build these ships and you fight against other, and you get guns. Yeah, I think there's some zombies or some shit in there. But yeah, you go around and you collect shit. Wow, you destroy other people's and all this other shit. But anyway,
well,
I want to play that, but
it looks intriguing. You know, there are certain games that I've played in my life that I didn't think I would initially like because of the style of game it is. And again, I mostly talk about real-time strategy games, something like maybe like Civilization or maybe even The Sims. It's something that I typically wouldn't play. But I have played some RTSs in my life, like Advance Wars for the Game Boy Advance that was highly, highly addicting. And it's not something I would normally play. Or I don't know if anybody out there has played this, not the console version, but potentially the mobile version of Plants vs. Zombies. Those games are really fun too, where obviously you've got your group of different assorted plants fighting off various little zombie creatures and, picking your points like a chessboard and things of that nature. And speaking of chess, I do not play it, and I'm not good at it.
Well, obviously. What are you looking at?
Nothing. I'm looking at our...
you're looking behind me.
I'm admiring our background.
Okay. What the fuck was I saying before you really interrupt me again? Silo is out, by the way.
Yes, I do have to...
He almost spit his fucking water out.
No, it's crazy. I was actually thinking about that earlier today.
So you haven't even seen any?
I have not yet, and I'm sorry because I know I was super hyped when you told me in the Uber ride last week, but I think the idea that we didn't know how we were going to get in the house at that point in time kind of thwarted that little seed that you had planted in my brain, like the ocean like washed over it.
Anyway, I'm watching it,
and just no spoilers. Are you enjoying it so far?
Yes.
Okay, that is good.
I just like the show in general.
Well, I do too, and I will be more than happy to discuss it with you on next week's show.
Sure, pal.
Because no. I will 100. We will open the show next week. With
I
Silo.
recommend everyone watch Silo, especially if you're into sci-fi.
Yeah, especially it's on Apple TV. For those,
it's getting very interesting. Oh yeah, the reason I brought it up when in the car is because there's scenes that take place in DC.
Oh, see,
and
even
that's
better.
what reminded me.
I've always had kind of a soft spot for things that are filmed here in the nation's capital. It always makes me feel like, hey, we're cool enough to be in the movies.
And no, NCIS was not filmed in DC, by the way.
I'm not even a big NCIS person.
My mom's always watching it, so
I like it, but I don't have to watch it. Like if it's just randomly on, or it's like, oh, here, I'll watch like an episode or two. But my primetime drama is always going to be like Law and Order.
I'm surprised it's still on. Like none of a couple of the same people from the originals are on there, but most of them aren't.
Well, that's, again, with the exception of Law and Order SVU, which still has Marissa Hardigy playing Olivia Benson. You know, the regular Law and Order show, it's all new people. You know, it doesn't have any of the original cast and stuff like that. So there's
there's not many left, is there?
No, I mean, so the only original folks that I can think of are going to be Ice-T and Marissa Hardigy.
He's not really original.
In SVU, he's one of the original cast members.
I thought you were talking about Law and Order.
Well, Law and Order in general, yeah.
He was only meant to be on a couple episodes.
Yeah, but I think he's always been. I've always enjoyed him as Finn Tutuola.
If you don't stop blowing that fucking vape shit into that microphone,
inhaling my lungs.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's always done a solid job. I enjoy seeing him on that show. I genuinely do. But that's always going to be my go-to, like primetime, like fall asleep shit. Or since I was on Disney Plus finishing X-Men '97, I decided to be an old guy, and put on some old episodes of The Simpsons.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, 100%. I haven't watched it in quite some time, so I've only watched a few episodes, but I still enjoy it.
All right, you're yapping.
We're yapping, we're clapping all the time here on the Mad Scientist Lab.
Oh, my God.
And with that being said, folks,
thank you.
You can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts. That is Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. Every Monday at 9 a.m. sharp for the visual on YouTube, and every Saturday around 6:30 p.m.ish here on the Purple and Green. All right? Yeah, check the boys out.
Hopefully you guys had enough of RJ yapping this week. Jesus.
That's it's a podcast.
I know, but you yap way too much.
Well, I'm sorry.
An hour? What am I supposed to do with the mad scientist for an hour?
For RJ
Tamper
yapping.
in God's domain.
It's interesting.
Deuces. Oh, wait. Don't do that. The fuck?
It's just a fart.
Hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.